Welcome to Just Minding My Business. I hope you are having an amazing day. I'm your host, Ida Crawford, and today we're kicking it with Okima Bryant, who is the creative director of Mindful Edibles. And that's an organization that creates handmade products that tailor skincare products to each individual. Well, welcome, welcome. How you doing, girl?
I'm great, and you?
I'm all right. Can't complain. So, what do we have here?
Here we have some handmade hand towels.
Okay, let me try this out. And tell us a little bit about this. What is this called?
It's just a handmade towel, which it helps to gently exfoliate and nourish the skin.
Okay.
And the, like I said, it's just a gentle exfoliation. You apply it, and then later when you shower, it helps to remove some of those tough skin cells that don't like to come off easily.
Oh, okay.
Here we have some lotion that I just made a couple of days ago.
I like the smell.
Yeah. What is it? Our senses make, especially the nose, it determines everything for us. So
Yes.
it's very important in our decisions.
Put this up here.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Mindful Edibles.
So Mindful Edibles, we make all natural products, and these products can range anywhere from deodorant. What we have here is edible deodorant, all natural. All of the ingredients in there you can probably find in your cupboard. To soap, handmade soap, and it's not a milk import; it's a real soap that can also be catered to your specific skin type. We have a beard fetish here that's popular amongst the men with beards. And again, everything is all natural, all butters and oils. With this, you just touch and it melts from your skin temperature.
Oh, okay.
And so you can feel it. You just rub your hand across it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then they take it and rub it in your beard or your hair or whatever the case may be.
And what does it do for the beard for men?
It moisturizes and nourishes.
Oh, okay. So it makes it soft.
Soft and manageable.
Oh, okay.
And this is another popular one, the lotion bar. So with this one, you rub, and as you rub, it glides around, and you get some on your hand, and then you can apply it to anywhere you want.
Oh, wow. So you can basically wash your body with your hands.
Well, it's a lotion bar, so there's no soap.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, my bad.
Okay, that's why we're here. I know you're like, why is this girl giving me spray?
Okay.
So it's also moisturizing.
Okay.
And you can do like a self massage with it. You take it, rub it on your legs, rub it on your arms, and
okay.
give you a nice gentle massage as you moisturize. So that's really fun, and you need lotion bars. They're out there, but people don't see them. They prevent waste because you only use what you need.
Right.
You don't have to worry about overage, spillage, wasteful.
Oh, okay.
So we think about those things.
Oh, okay. So how did Mindful Edibles, how did you come up with all of this?
So I was wearing a deodorant from a company that I trusted, and I ran out of the deodorant, and I wanted to get more, but they were in Boston. And so I had a friend that would send me bottles, and one day I looked at the bottle, and it said smack that on the side aluminum. I couldn't get upset because it says all natural on the bottle. And aluminum is natural. So,
Yeah.
so they were honest. And so I just decided to make my own. And so I started experimenting, putting things together. Um, and it was just strange because instead of me like following other recipes, which is generally what people do, I just right away began making my own. And so formulating my own products and voila.
Yeah, so
So I shared samples and people were giving me feedback, so I would correct it. Like when I first I made it with vinegar and people didn't like it. So, you go back to the drawing board. It's about what the people want and helping them. So,
absolutely.
So that finished product there, it took a couple of months, but it's really good and people enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Because I am a customer as well. I just so happened to be looking at the soap that I was using, and I saw all of these words that I could not even pronounce. I'm like, oh Lord! And on the front it said natural. So I'm like, okay, Okima.
Yeah.
Can you make me something for dry? Because I have dry skin and I needed something that had some type of oil in it so that way when I got out of the shower, I wouldn't look like I had stepped in flour.
Right.
So Okima created something for me and I absolutely love it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's when we see natural and organic, people play to our ignorance with those words. And there's a lot of elements that are natural, but what is the toxic level, and what is it really doing to our skin? Those are the things that we need to be aware of, because they're there to make money and sell products, and they're not being honest about what they're putting on those labels.
So let me ask you, because we're all consumers, and one of the things, I know now since I'm conscious and intentional about getting as close to nature as possible, it takes me a good little bit of time to shop these days because I'm reading labels. Now, I mean, sometimes, what I'm trying to say is, how do you uh, really know when something is natural?
Well, so I would say instead of going out, start with the brand you're using because everybody loves brands. Start with your brand. Do research on your brand. Go to their website. Find out who they are, what they're about. Are they for the environment? Because trust me, if they're not for the environment or earth, then they're not for your skin. So once you find out who you're using and how they're representing you through their brand, then you look at their products and see from there. Now, if you find or see things that is not compatible with what you feel or what you think you should be putting on your skin, then the next step is to find another brand. But always do research.
Okay.
Even when you're eating your food, like me, if I want some cheese, I like grass-fed cheese. So I want to know what's going on with your cows during the wintertime.
Right.
Because if they're not eating grass during the wintertime, then I don't want your cheese. And we have to take those extra steps to find out what we're getting and get behind what's going on. And from my experience, most companies, I'll shoot them an email, ask them the question, and a lot of times they get back. And that's one thing I was surprised that they will actually let you know what's in their product and what it does or whether or not their cows are outside year round. They will give you that information.
Okay. So do your research. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. So what other goodies you got here?
Well, we just have some what is it like memorabilia? So when I first started, of course, I had the original logo, and I had some men who did not want to try my deodorant because it had a female. get creative, and I drew this tie.
Oh, okay.
And they tried the product just because it was a tie on it now, so it made them feel, I guess, more masculine.
Okay, yeah, they think it's like this must be for a girl.
You're right.
Yeah, a little touchy like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also have some tantalizing tea. This is really good for a face or a hair cleanser. So you would use it in replace of like your weekly shampoo for your hair, your beard, or you can use it to wash your face. So it has ingredients that are naturally cleansing, and so it helps cleanse the hair, detangles the hair, and it nurtures the roots. So really good for women, especially after you have braids or weaves, because that kind of stuff weighs on our hair follicles, and that would help, give it some more nourishment and rebuild some of those roots that are there.
Okay, and this product is, I love your packaging, by the way.
Work in progress.
It's nice, yeah. Okay, so you got all kinds of goodies here. So how do people get in contact with you?
Through your business, a sister circle, they can visit the website. And I also have a website, mindfuledibles.me. My phone number is 208-598-6988. And my email is naturals@mindfuledibles.me.
And I know you brought some products in, but what other products do you do?
I play with all kinds of things. So I started making my own laundry soap. And even with that, I noticed like a difference. My clothes smell fresh longer, and I don't have the itchiness when I wear clothes anymore. And so pretty much, if it's something that can be handmade and it can go on the skin or affect the skin in any kind of way, I think I can figure it out.
Okay.
And since I'm in school to become a chemist, eventually I will know how to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, for sure. So laundry detergent, what else?
laundry detergent. Oh yeah, I make my own house cleanser. Spray my bathroom down, and you actually watch the dirt come off, and you see the dirt go down the drain. So it's just like amazing what all natural products can do. So dish soap. So if it's Mister's body mist, body oil spray, I cold press my own nuts and seeds for my products.
Oh, okay.
And I have a distiller for my water that I use to make products. So a lot of my stuff is in house, so that way I can control and I can see. So I know organic pumpkin seed oil is here because I cold press it myself. So I think that is important.
Now I hear the cold press a lot. What does that process look like? Cold press.
Cold press means that something it goes through, in my case, it's like a bolt, a rod that spins, and as I drop the seeds down, it kind of winds the seeds and crush them, and sends the oil one way and sends its pulp another way. And it's done at 62 degrees Celsius. So anything at 62 degrees Celsius is considered cold press.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I hear that term all the time, and I didn't actually know what it was. So this would be a good opportunity to ask.
So what happens is when things are heated at a higher temperature, it can destroy the structure of things. And it's not so virgin as we think it may be because you can't come back from heat. Like we have all these scars from cooking and burning, and the skin is damaged because you can't come back from heat. However, if something cool or cold, it has the ability to not lose its structure, and then it can hold and maintain its element better.
Okay.
So when you see cold press, it's close enough to the original shape.
Mm-hmm. Now, when is it okay? We talked about cold press, but when is it necessary to do heat, or is it ever necessary to do heat?
Well, you have to use heat in some things, like the soap making process requires heat. Because it's the saffronation process that it goes through when you put the fat and the lye together. And lye itself makes a ton of heat just by itself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the process it goes through for them to neutralize and balance each other.
Mm-hmm.
Heat, when you're looking at certain products, it just depends on what's going on and what the use is going to be. I wouldn't want to have something so as it too much heat destroys a lot of things. It doesn't matter if it's our food, it doesn't matter if it's products. High heat temperatures destroys the structure of it. And so even, like we think in a simpler term it would be like grilling. That flame, high uncontrollable heat. And when we cook our meats on that, it can destroy the structure of the meat, like in the proteins and things. So that's why you kind of want to understand what heat does to food or products or anything that it comes in contact.
Okay. Okay. So what other processes? So we talked a little bit about cold press. We talked about heat. Is there anything else that, in terms of making products,
Energy.
energy?
Energy.
Okay.
Yes.
Energy.
Good energy.
Okay.
Like when you make products, or at least when I make my products, a lot of energy goes into my product. Good energy. I need to feel good about making it, so that when I do make it, like my love and holistic goes into that product, so that in turn you can feel good about it because it's infused with love and energy. I cook on Tuesdays for the church that I fellowship with, and they're called Speakers Church. And oftentimes, I talk, and one of the ladies, she was just telling me like how she loves that I cook because they've had other people cook before, and she was just like, "Your YouTube is so awesome." She's like, "I can eat your food, not because it's good, but she can eat my food because my energy is good."
Right.
And that she knows that it's a good thing going when you set energy in motion. Because one thing we aren't taught is energy can never be destroyed. And it goes from one thing or one person to the next.
And that's so true. That is so true because if somebody's excited about something, and you may not even know what they're excited about, but because they're excited, that energy just jumps right on when you get excited.
Right.
So you're absolutely right. So again, how can people get in contact with you?
Mindfuledibles.me is the website. My phone number is 208-598-6988. AssistantCircle.org. I'm located there.
Yes, yes. And she is one of our valued members. And it was love at first sight.
Yeah.
It's like we talked over the phone and it was instant connection. So I am so happy to have Okima on board and have her access to all her beautiful products that she makes, and it's just been a blessing. And we definitely appreciate you, Okima.
I appreciate you because this is a great opportunity that it gives me exposure. It teaches me a little bit about myself. And it's the way that I can connect with people to let them know, hey, you have someone that's here to help you and to be on your side with your thinking.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. Of course, much love, appreciation, all of that. And one more time before we wrap up, how can our people get in touch with you?
Website, mindfuledibles.me. Email, naturals@mindfuledibles.me. You can follow me on Instagram at mindfuledibles. I'm on Twitter and Facebook as Mindful Edibles as well. The sistercircle.org platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for stopping by. We appreciate you as well, our audience. And Look forward to talking to you again. Thank you.